Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside today's video, we're going to be playing Pierce above 1,000 trophies right now, giving you guys my opinion. And straight away, I'm just going to be real. I think that this brawler has potential to be not better than Larry and Laurie in their prime, but really strong. I think he's easily going to be the best brawler inside of the game. Of course, like, the thing is, we always got to wait for when we test this brawler out inside of ranked, but he's very strong, guys. I think he's easily the best brawler inside of the game, but in terms of strength in comparison to other brawlers in their prime, we'll have to wait and see. So we're just going to go through here to play some Brawl, see his builds. I've actually not swapped his build yet, so the build that I'm running, which seems very strong, is his first gadget and first star power. So his first gadget will drop a bullet and it will reload you, so technically it gives you 2 pieces of ammo, really, when you think about it. So of course it's going to be a really strong gadget. Do bear in mind my voice is just completely gone, by the way. Yeah, there's going to be a million voice cracks, I can't help it. But as I was saying, so what you want to be doing with Pierce for the most part, by the way, is if you see here this yellow shot, that means that you'll be dealing extra damage with your next shot. With his star power, you'll be also slowing people for 30%. Like, look at this! It's just absolutely insane. The amount of damage that you can put out is absolutely crazy, guys. It really is. So what I try and suggest to you when you're playing Pierce, really try and focus and get used to kind of using that last ammo, and then picking up a shell straight after, using your next ammo, picking up a shell later. Try and stay at 1 piece of ammo, which is really hard probably for a lot of people, because most of the time you want to be not conserving ammo, but make sure you're not wasting ammo. Here I don't even care if I waste ammo, because, you know, I've got a gadget that can reload basically 2 ammos. I've got a super that can reload all of my ammo and give me some shells as well. There's just so many ways of getting back ammo that most of the time you don't even have to worry. Of course, if you're facing off against good players, yeah, don't just be you know, spread your ammo too much. We can see here, like, I pop ammo, I get like, the broken thing is about this gadget as well, it's got a short cooldown, but you know, when you have no piece, you want to use this gadget as well when you have no ammo, right? Because it will instantly give you like a big shot, and that big shot will slow people. So just another word of advice. So, you know, straight away here, when they think, oh, he's definitely got no ammo, bang, gadget, slow, whatever else. So yeah, I've not really been focusing too much in terms of my gameplay here with Pierce, because I've just been spamming galore. Like, it's just absolutely crazy. So finally we get a super here. I can pop my gadgets, run. Look at the amount of ammos I can get. It's just 3k damage as well is insane. So I hate to be this type of person that kind of just straight away say, oh, this brawler's broken, without much testing. And most of the time I really try and hold my judgment on certain brawlers, but I think it's quite clear with Pierce that he's easily going to be the best brawler in the game. I don't think we really have to kind of reserve our judgment in that sense. He surely is just the best brawler in the game. Literally most of the time when I've been playing, I know again it's against like randoms, it's against ladder bots, but I've been getting like 100k damage and my teammate's been getting like 20k, if that, which just goes to show like what he can do. Just look at this, look the amount of ammo that I'm spamming out. I don't even know what's even happening right now. And then you've also, when you pick up a projectile, pick up a shell, it fires off its projectile, which has insanely fast speed, which can go through walls and deals 1200 damage. But you know, if you're dropping a lot of shells, that's going to be a lot of damage. So yeah, all in all, what I will say about Pierce is that he's a very fun brawler. Like, when he gets balanced, he'll be one of my favorite brawlers in the game easily, because you think about it, right? He's a brawler that rewards hitting shots, and especially against better opponents, that will just be very rewarding, a nice play style. So yeah, we should be able to score here. I'm just going to be waffling for like 15 minutes or so, just getting used to this brawler. Again, like, I'm having so much fun with it. I'm going to be switching through my builds as well. I'm going to be sticking with the best build here. Maybe I find that the second gadget and second star power is better somehow. That'd be crazy to me. Again, I've not even tested it, so I'll be testing it out for the first time. So the second gadget, I believe, gives you the amount of shield, like the more shells that are on the ground, it can give you a big shield. So just imagine if you hit your super, I don't know, you say you've hit 3 shots in a row and there's like 6 shells on the ground. I think you could probably pick up all of those shields, right? Again, I didn't look at sneak peeks for Pierce. I played like a handful of games with it on dev build, but because of stuff going on in real life, I didn't really have the time to do a video on Pierce. But I think at the same time I was like, okay, this is just very clear that Pierce is broken. Is there even any point doing a sneak peek on him? Because yeah, I think most people should know about this brawler is absolutely insane. So I'm missing quite a few shots there, but see, this slow is going to help me And especially if you hit somebody with that slow and you pick up that next piece of ammo, you can just hit like back-to-back 6k shots, which is absolutely insane. So this is a bit of a slow-paced game. So with Pierce, you're thinking of the counters, right? You're thinking of, I would say spawners are a big counter to him because you don't get your shell back. But the problem is, right, is that there's still just too many, there's still too many ways of getting your ammo back anyway. So regardless, I think Nita was the only brawler I struggled against, but that was mainly because we had Mina and GG in our comp, so we just had no way of destroying the bear. But still, I didn't find it too difficult to deal with at the same time. But his Sprout is being pretty annoying. Of course, Throws will be a semi-decent counter to Pierce because he's a sniper, of course. So do bear that in mind. Okay, this is like one of the slowest games I've had in a while. It's just been absolute brain rot until this game right here. And I'm not really doing, like, you got to consider as well with Pierce, this is probably going to be one of his weaker maps. Well, he's good against tanks, but you know what I mean, grassy map snipers that don't really go too well together. So let's fire off this here. So the super as well fires like a 3.2k projectile at people, dealing an insane amount of damage. I'm just spamming my shots here. I don't even know what's happening, but I'm dealing a ton of damage to these guys. Yeah, so where Pierce is going to be good on, of course, he's got like the same range or longer range than Piper, which is just crazy to even think of, by the way. Yeah, what? Like, his main attack projectiles as well is just super easy to hit. So I just don't really envision a way how he's not minimum S-tier, guys. I mean, again, there might be some people trying to cope in the comment section, but I don't know. I think I'll delete my channel if after a week he's not, like, if the meta's settled and he's not actually the best brawler in the game, you know what I mean? Because sometimes we can be wrong with these predictions, and people can be wrong with these predictions, but again, I just don't see a way. These projectiles flying through the sky as well is just absolutely hilarious to me. Like, I've got so many kills, not even realizing that there's someone there, but my projectiles just flew off and killed someone, which again is just hilarious to me. So let's try and abuse this last shot mechanic here on the M's. Okay, I got a bit too close to her there. I don't know, sometimes I get a little bit too trigger happy and I feel like I'm playing like a shotgun brawler. I gotta remember, I've got a lot of range and I should be using it to my advantage. So this is actually the first game of the day that's gone to overtime. Funny enough, I think I'm just getting a bit too complacent, especially running in here. So we should just pop this here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go down. Gonna pop my gadget to get that extra bit of damage. I mean, this Mortis has got some insane healing there with a hypercharge, but that's an easy enough goal. Right, time to switch over our build, guys. So yeah, I didn't really do too well there because that Sprout was pretty annoying. So switch over build. So second gadget, Pierce will absorb all shells, gaining 1,200 shield for each one, whilst also pushing back nearby enemies. And then this one was collecting a shell, Pierce gains a short burst of movement speed. Okay, so I'm guessing this could be a good one with this second star power would work probably better with the first gadget, right? Because if you're picking up, well, if you're dropping a shell, you can get that quick boost of speed. I think that could help you against the counters, right? And just help you be a bit more aggressive. So let's try out this shield right here. So, okay, so I get 2,200. Oh, does it take away all of your shells off the ground? It like consumes them. I don't think that's a good, I don't really like that gadget in comparison to the other. Like the other one just instantly, but the other one gives you more value, right? Instantly, right? You can see it. Like, I'm just gonna consume this here. Okay. I guess it is a strong gadget because it gives you that shield and it knocks back people as well, so that can help defend yourself against those aggro brawlers for sure. I think this will take more testing. It's definitely not a bad gadget, but I think like straight away people think, okay, the reload one will just be better overall, right? Because you can just instantly pick up an, like here, if someone's approaching me, I can just tap my other gadget. So I'm gonna pop my shield here. See, I've got no ammo here, but I can hit somebody with my super. I'm gonna gain that back. I'm just spamming auto aim. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm being so aggressive. Okay, I'm having a lot of fun though. Like, truth be told, I'm having so much fun. Maybe because when a brawler's abhorrently strong, you just have more fun, but it's not back Mortis here. If I hit him, I'm going to get back all my ammo anyway. So I guess it kind of pairs well with his super. So, of course, normally you don't want to be taking away the shells. But if you know you're going to hit someone with your super, you may as well pop the gadget, get some shield, whatever else. So yeah, this would definitely take a little bit longer to get used to in comparison to the other build. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to pop my gadget here just to give myself a bit of shield. Okay, did I just get my... Oh, I think it did hit him, technically. Okay, I'm finding it a bit wonky. I find I'd be able to defend myself much easier with the other gadget. The other gadget is definitely better, surely. The other gadget has to be better, because if I'm being sloppy in my gameplay, I'll just pop gadget, I get it slow, but I can give me some breathing space against like an aggressive brawler like a Mortis. Of course, you don't, like, it takes away your shells. I just thought, like, okay, I'm gonna, let's see if we can get the kill here. No, we can't, okay. Oh, he didn't score, but we've got 14 seconds left. How embarrassing is it? I'm losing with such a strong brawler, guys. Alright, 8 seconds left to try and make something happen. I don't think we really can. Right, I'm just going to switch over to the other gadget, guys. I'm already sick of this one. Let me go back to the other one, and I need to test out the other star power more. I mean, I think it will be good in those longer range maps, maybe. But let's just switch over to this one. Both got 13-second cooldown, by the way. I don't really like that. I think in my mind, with a lot of these new brawler releases, I think a lot of the time they obviously want to make them strong, but it's quite clear that some numbers are just a bit extreme, if that makes sense. Like these gadget cooldowns, 13 seconds. It kind of, the same happened with Mina, right? Like it was quite clear that both our gadgets were very, very strong, and then the cooldowns are just like, I think that makes a brawler just better on release. It's just an easy way to make them strong, if that makes sense, right? I think that's kind of what they're going for with these short brawler cooldowns. So yeah, I'm just spamming my shots through the wall there. I'm definitely liking this gadget a lot more in terms of my playstyle. The same happened with Mina. Mina now still, like, her gadgets are getting nerfed like crazy. Like both these gadgets are very strong with this brawler. So let's just keep spamming our shots with BB. I mean, she can't really do anything because I'm just slowing her like crazy. I'm gonna pass this off because I may as well reload all of my ammo here. Alright, let's fire this off. I deal like 3.2k damage to this Rico. I'm just spamming my shots. Nice goal there. Alright, a couple more games and then we'll wrap up the video, because again, I think it's quite clear. It doesn't matter how many games I play and how long I push, this brawler is going to be stupidly broken, and I want to play some ranks. So I think Pierce isn't out on Trophy Road for a couple of weeks, so at least I'm safe on in ranks for a while. I'm gonna guess that there's probably going to be some there's probably going to be a maintenance in the next couple of days, because there's a ton of game breaking bugs. I don't want to go through them all, but there's a couple that I can think of straight away that are actually game breaking. So I imagine, I don't think there's going to be any emergency nerfs with Pierce. I probably hope there is, but maybe by 2 weeks time there might actually be some emergency balances, because some buffies are pretty strong. Pierce is too strong. That would be my hope, and then I would actually be a bit more positive. Well, I'm hoping people would be more positive. I'm positive on buffies, but if Supercell are really quick to nerf some obviously strong gadgets and abilities, then I don't think people would complain. Actually, that's a lie, right? That's a lie, because you think about it, people still get angry when a disgustingly broken brawler gets nerfed. They still get really, really angry. They're like, oh, I've just spent this amount of money on this, and then they nerfed it. Yeah, I can kind of see that. But at the same time, would you just want it to ruin the experience of the whole game just because you spent a bit of money on it? Right. No, I'd rather them... I mean, I'd rather them just release a brawler balance. That's probably like the key to it, right? But, hey, the game design is a lot harder than people make out. Right. Hypercharge, Tara Super, that's just gonna... I'm just spamming auto aim, guys. Like, I don't even know what... I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I completely brain rotted by this brawler. I'm gonna lie, this is gonna be my last game, guys, because my voice is completely gone. But I still need to do a second channel video. I don't think there'll be any streams for a little while. I mean, I'll see how I feel later, but I think the main thing is my voice, so I don't think it's gonna hold. But yeah, this gameplay hasn't really showcased, to be honest, how strong Pierce is, because my teammates just having so much fun deleting everybody. But trust me, Pierce is absolutely insane. I honestly think he's got to be one of the best brawlers of all time. That's what I'm going to go ahead and say with Pierce. He looks stupidly broken. Like the ability, just being able to pick up your shells and then projectiles firing off is insane. You've got so many ways to get ammo back through this gadget, through his super, through just hitting shots. It just seems all too strong to me, but he's very fun. So if there's a I don't know, positive way to kind of swing things. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Let me know how strong you think Pierce is in the comment section below. Absolutely best in my opinion. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.